Hey there, this is K4A, Knowledge for All Educational Videos channel. In this video today we are going to try to learn GameMaker Studio 2 drag and drop action block, which is called Get Score, and we are going to continue with making our game. So far we have a very simple game with white square as a player, which can move left, right, up and down on the screen, and from the sky there are triangles falling down on player, and if player touches this brown door which says go to level 2, level 2 opens up and shows us another scene, and that's it. Nothing complex so far, but it's only a start. So in today's video we are going to try to learn this block, and this block says get score. So for most of your games you will have some kind of score counters to count some kind of points for players, some kind of score, like if the player collects coins or kills enemies or something like that, his score will go up, and if he loses his energy or lives or something like that, his score is going down. So that's important part of your game, and lucky for us, programmers at GameMaker Studio, they already made some kind of action for us, action block for us. So all you have to do is scroll down and find so-called instance variables action blocks, and the second from the left in the first row, which says get score, get the score of the instance. So click and drag it into some of your objects. I'm using today I'm using object coin because that's something which we have used recently, and I want to experiment a little bit with this object. You can use whatever you want, and we will probably change that in some of next videos, but so far I'm using obj coin, and this new block says get score, and that's it. There's nothing on it, so let's click on the game to see if something new will happen on the screen. I think not. Everything will remain the same, so we will have a white square and the coin which says 15, which is a random number generated here in create events. So this get score does nothing for us, and that's because we never said GameMaker to show what the score is. So what this action block is doing for us so far, it's only getting some kind of score for us, but not showing that score for us. So we have to say GameMaker, okay, show us the score now. The get score is like you're asking GameMaker to tell you the score but not show it to you, so you have to first ask it with the get score and then show it with some kind of draw action. We will use again draw value. I can go and find it here, draw value block, which we have done before, but today I'm going to select the draw value with left click, then right click on it and click copy, and then somewhere on the screen click paste and that's okay. I have a draw value which for now it's because I have copied the whole draw value action block. It's the same, literally it has the same captions, same value, same x and y, and I don't want that. I want to this new draw value action block show my get score variable. So first of all I have to rename this get score variable. I will call it v score with capital letters, so VARSCORE, score in capital letters, and VAR in small letters, and that's it. And what I have done here now is that I have told GameMaker to get the score and put it in some kind of variable, which is again what we have learned before, some kind of box which I can use like to store some kind of data in it, numbers, text, and so on. So I'm telling, okay, I need some score, get me score, grab me score, and put it in this variable var score. But that's not all. I have to draw that value on the screen. In previous video we have drawn this variable var rnd, which means a random number, and that is the number below the coin. But now I want to draw this var score, so I'm going to copy and paste this var score into value, and I'm not sure if you can see it. And that's all cool. So I need this score here. And what else? If I use the same x and y, I can show it here just to show you what will happen. I guess you can guess it on your own. I will draw two values, one on top of other. So first one will be value rnd, and then after it, on top of it, I will draw var score, because I'm using the same coordinates for x and y, -10 and 15 for y. And let's click on play game to run game to see what happens. Now under the coin I will have the number for R&D and for the score, and these two numbers will overlap, and that will become unreadable. Yeah, you can see it better now. So I'm not sure what how many coins I have here, and I'm not sure also how many points, what the score is. So I have to detach them somehow, and that's why we have these coordinates. I will change them into 0 and 0 for x and y for value score. So variable score will be typed on x0 and y0, and caption will be score with capital letters, and yeah. So now my score will be typed here in my top left corner, and it will be, I think, 0, and that is because this variable which was when I draw when I drag and drop this action block get score, this target variable by default, that's some variable which is already made by GameMaker Studio. It's in a game, in pre-made, and it's 0 from for start. From default value is 0 for get score, just don't forget that. And that is because I guess that makes sense to me, at least, that your score starts with 0. So later we will define how this score goes up when player, for example, collects coins or something like that, kills enemies. But for now, so far, it's only it will be good enough if we can show it on the screen. So let's try to do that. And again, it's a pre-made variable which is made by GameMaker Studio by default. Oh no, yeah, it's still under the, as you can see, under the coin, and that is why because there is a relative checkbox checked here. So now it will show up right where I want it, in top left corner of the screen. Yeah, here. So score is 0. So you can see how easy it is to add some kind of score counter for your game, but you just have to click on this get score, drag and drop it into your game like this, and name your variable. I have named it var score. You can name it whatever you want, and then use it that name for the target variable. Use that same name in some kind of draw block, which we have learned before in previous video, and the score will be shown on the screen. But this is only one part of the problem. We have the get score, but the score is currently 0, so we have to somehow program the GameMaker Studio game to change that score and to show the changes on the screen, which will be a little bit more complex, and it will be idea and the problem which we are going to solve in next video. So far so good. 10-11 minutes, not bad for my tempo, really fast. So again, this one get score is instance variable actions block, and you second from the left, you click and drag it into your game, name that variable the way you want, just remember how you named it, and then show that score variable on the screen with some kind of draw value action block or some other like that, and the score will be drawn on the screen. It's simple as that. That's it for this video. See you in a next one.